Alright, welcome everybody. We'll be looking at how to set camera raw settings, default settings, and how you can change them. It's all got to do with a little interface found where the mouse is now. There's little three stripes on the right hand side, right against the column here, and there's a little triangle, and if I click that, you'll see a dialog box opens up. In the dialog box there are, right down the bottom, there are save new camera raw defaults or reset camera raw defaults. I'm going to reset them just so we can have a look at what the problem was. Initially, what happens is when one hasn't set them, Adobe has presets, and presets are these that we're looking at now. The big one is the noise reduction on the color, 25%, and the amount of sharpening with no masking that's taking place. Inevitably, we would like to change that, and after a while, you get to kind of know what your camera responds to. What we're going to do here is we're going to now choose different amounts. What we're going to do is we're only going to mask this portrait. I'm going to take the masking fairly high up just so we can see what's going on here. And then I'm just going to hold down the Alt key while I drag the mask to the left. And I just want the white to be around the eyes. I don't want it on the skin. Or kind of around about there. I'm going to push a little bit further. I normally live at 95%. 90 looks good in this picture. My default is normally 95. Today we're going to default at 90. The radius at 1% is a good radius to use. It's both for the what we call high frequency and low frequency images. What we're going to do now is look at the noise reduction. I'm going to take noise reduction completely out here, and we're going to go and have a look at a relatively dark spot, which will afford us an idea of how much noise is in this image. Okay, well, we've zoomed up to now 400% here, and we can see the green blotches quite evidently, the purple blotches quite evidently, and over here we can immediately see the snow that the luminosity noise is causing. Actually, this image is shot on a pretty high, so 800. I normally set the color around about between 12 and 15. You can see it's really starting to go away on this image at 15. So 15 is a good number to use. Eventually, if you are shooting on ISO 100, 15 will work fine. And 800, you might want to push it up to maybe about 20 to really take off all the noise. But as a default setting, 15 is a good starting point. The luminosity as well. I normally go by the letters here. I normally put around about the N, and guess what? That's about 15 again. It also tends to work well. It doesn't really detract from the sharpness of the image. It does take away a lot of the snow. The sharpening amount here, I'm normally happy with the amount of about 60. I'm just going to type in 60. And the difference between the two is, if you look at the bottom here, there's a lot of fairly wide sharpening occurring on the eye here. And when I take it down to 60, then it's just really on the periphery, which is kind of what I'm looking for to gain out the sharpening. Once I've set my amounts, I'm just going to type in 60 because I'm trying to get that little slider, takes forever. I will then go to the area where I get a dialog box from, and I'm going to open the area up, and I'm going to say save new camera raw defaults. And now these defaults here, which I have set, are now going to be endemic in all the images that load. And to give you an example here, I'm just going to immediately say done, and just going to pull another image here, and the other image we're going to see what the camera raw defaults are. We're going to go through to the detail slider, and 60, 95, 11, and 7, those are my camera raw defaults that I normally have. It should have defaulted to the new ones that I've just set. So I'm going to say MD camera raw defaults, and now it's gone back to MD the one of my 60, 90, 15, 15. Okay, the one that was on was what had already been applied to it. So now your new camera raw defaults are going to be these settings here. At any stage that you wish to change them, you can just go and change them. If you open a dialog box, go back and even resave the new camera raw defaults. We can also immediately set presets, and we can make our own presets. Presets inevitably live in the preset column here, and you sometimes wish to have different sharpening to affect different images. We hope you enjoyed that, and do you go and play and have fun and test and try. Without further ado, au revoir.